What's up? What's up? This is Casey Margarita, and I'm back with another video. And this video message is gonna be about blood sacrifices. It's gonna be a quick, simple, easy message about blood sacrifices and what goes on with these blood sacrifices across the world. I was talking about this with Jesus, man, and seriously, I was talking about this with the real black Jesus, with the real black Jesus. Cause you guys don't know Jesus was a black man. Do your research on that. If you don't know that. But blood sacrifices. The whole world is filled with blood sacrifices. When someone dies, it's a blood sacrifice. It's a blood sacrifice. God allows them to get given over to the devil to die. To die before their time. God gives them over to the devil. It's common sense. This is common sense. It's a spiritual common sense message. You just gotta be spiritual and have common sense in you to understand this message. So you look at school shootings, little kids getting shot up in school shootings. That's a blood sacrifice by the devil. And God allows it to happen as a punishment to the parents, you got a lot of evil little kids around too. So I mean, a bunch of little kids, get punished due to their parents and due to they get shot up, they get shot up and due to their parents allowing them to watch cartoons and all this wicked cartoons and crap. There's a lot of bullying evil kids out there. There's a lot of kids that's into satanic cartoons. They don't care nothing about God. So I mean, a bunch of little kids going to hell. When they die, they're going to hell. Because they ain't into God and His truth, so they just going straight to hell. They ain't gonna make it. Most of these little kids ain't gonna make it. It's all blood sacrifice by the devil. It's common sense. You get all these shootings. It's blood sacrifice by the devil. ISIS killing people. That's blood sacrifice by the devil. God allows these blood sacrifices to happen as a punishment. It's just common sense. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna be back. Peace. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna be talking about God's anger. Cause God has plenty of anger, People ain't into His truth, so what does He do? He allows people to die. People don't walk in self-defense, so what does He do? He allows them to die. Maybe some people out there may die that's of God. Who knows? But that's the time that God chooses to have them go up to heaven. They could die for God. And like Jesus, He died for God. He died for taking a stand, for God's kingdom. Jesus died for that. Disciples, people die for God's kingdom, God's chosen disciples died for His kingdom, die for Jesus' kingdom. They die for Jesus' kingdom. They die for His kingdom. And if I die, I'm dying for God's kingdom, But, all these blood sacrifices that go on, it's nothing by the devil. It's by the devil. The devil can blood sacrifice me too. He can blood sacrifice me too for taking a stand for God's kingdom, and God can allow it to happen if God allows that to happen as a part of His movie. If God chooses a part of my movie is to die, by the devil killing me, then He could do that. Or He could keep me alive, but I need to walk in self-defense. We all need to walk in self-defense. That's just common sense. I'm not saying you can't walk in self-defense, but you should be able to walk in self-defense. But it's sad because it's blood sacrifice. It's blood sacrifices. It's blood sacrifices by God, allowing the devil, to blood sacrifice people. He gives the devil over to people, like God causes earthquakes, tornadoes, thunderstorms. People get just killed by lightning. People get killed by lightning, thunder, whatever. People get killed by it, and it's crazy because it's all due to God's anger. It's all due to God's anger. God has anger. Blood sacrifices due to God's anger. Because God has plenty of anger stored up in Him due to people being rebellious, people not caring about Him and His words and truth, people not living the right life for God. God even kills Christians and people who you would think would be holy, people who you would think would be holy and who's loving. God kills the nicest people out there. But just because you're nice in the world's view does not mean you're going to be nice in God's view, because God looks at things above. People that catch cancer, it ain't nothing but demons that God allows them to have as a punishment. Because a lot of good people out there, a lot of good people in the world's eyes out there, they deceive people. They deceive people and make them think, oh, I'm a Christian, I'm a good person, I'm going to heaven. They deceive people and make them think that. So God would punish them and kill a lot of good people out there, because you would think that they good. You deceive to think that they good, and God has to kill them to show you that they not as good as they they made themselves look to be. It's just common sense. It's just common sense. This is common sense. And this is an eye-opening video, an eye-opening message, but people still refuse to, live in reality and truth. People like living in Satan's play world, living in Satan's play world on his teeter-tot with Satan. They like being on the teeter-tot with Satan, playing with Satan and his demons on teeter-tots in the playground. Some locals taco motherfuckers. Seriously, they need some help, and we gotta, seriously, if you don't want to get blood sacrificed by Satan, walk in self-defense. It's called, we gotta repent and walk in self-defense. It's that simple, and that's what we gotta all do as a part of God's kingdom. We gotta all walk in self-defense, because I could get blood sacrificed, any day. I could get blood sacrificed by Satan. God could allow Satan, to have me and kill me, so I gotta walk in self-defense. God could allow Satan, to attack me, as a test to go to the next level, attack me, because Satan's allowed to attack us based on God, allowing him, God has to allow Satan to send like a robber to my home or a satanic killer to me, God has to send them to me, but all these little kids, they get shot up in school. I think there was a school shooting, I don't know what it was called, but there's some school shooting where a little kid got shot up, little kids got shot up, or teenagers got shot up in some school shootings. We all know whoever does that stuff is mentally ill, meaning demonized by the damn devil. We already know that, but at the same time, God allows it to happen, as a punishment. God allows the blood sacrifice to happen as a punishment. So, with that being said, y'all, this has been Casey Margarita, and we gonna end this message right here. Peace out, boy.